So I started running when I was 29 years old, seriously. I had been a runner as a kid, but gave it up for a long time. And at 29, I really discovered that running was one of the things that made me whole, that really allowed me to be who I wanted to be. And there came a time, though, after a lot of marathons, where I wanted to do something harder. I discovered that there was this whole world of ultra marathoning out there and people that were running hundreds and even thousands of miles, and I decided I wanted to be one of those guys. I don't know if it was a good choice, but I've been doing it for a long time now. During my 20s, I really fell into a pattern of addiction, drugs and alcohol, and just not being able to break that cycle. And it was tough. In a strange way, I actually learned how to suffer during those years, and the close relationship between the feeling I get when I'm running really long distances, they were eerie, and I liked it. I liked the comfort of that feeling, and I wanted to keep pushing farther and to see if I could actually take it to levels that I had never imagined for myself. So when I got to prison, one of the things that's pretty expected is that people are going to ask, why are you here? What are you in for? And I remember thinking about it before I got there and what I was going to say. And I felt almost intimidated by the fact that I was going to say, well, I'm here for allegedly overstating my income on a home loan application. What I found was once I began to explain to people why I was there, I did actually get some interesting sympathy, but I had more than a few guys ask me, who did you piss off? Because it just seemed like such an unlikely circumstance. One of the things that I decided I was going to do was to run, that was the way I was going to get through this time in prison. And when I started running, nobody knew who I was in the prison, and they hadn't heard my story. They didn't know that I ran ultra marathons, and at that point there was a guy, Anthony, I'll never forget. He yelled out across the track. He's like, "Hey, Running Man, don't you have something else to do?" And Running Man stuck when he said that, and from that day on, that's pretty much all that anyone ever called me. It would seem that I switched from a cocaine addiction to a running addiction. I understand why it looks that way, but it's not true, because as an addict, as a drug addict, every second of every single day was about the next time I was going to do drugs. Running, on the other hand, is all about shining this bright light on exactly who I am. What I've found with running is I can't actually hide. Good or bad, I become the ultimate person that I'm capable of being when I'm running, and that's so much better.